Okay, so I just want to do another nutritional update. Now, there's some stuff I want to try out. Is it Youngevity? I think it's called Youngevity. The 90 plus minerals that you need, 90 a month, 90 a day or something. Anyway, yeah, but it's like I'm a bit wary of these sort of things. But I've heard so much. Well, I keep hearing good stuff about it and that. Although I don't know anyone who's personally tried it. But I feel like I'm going to have to try it out because that's, you know, you can get you're getting all your vitamins and minerals that you need just in one dose of this stuff. It's like tangy tangerine, or beyond tangy tangerine, or something it's called. But before I, until that happens, and I can really truly recommend it. In the meantime, there's things you can do to get your nutrition sorted out relatively cheaply and easily. One of the most important things I've found myself is this magnesium oil, to get magnesium in your system. It's really important because if you haven't, nearly everybody is depleted in magnesium, and when you're depleted, it's harder for your body to absorb it. And it's one of the main sources is leafy green vegetables, and hardly anyone in the West eats enough leafy green vegetables. I certainly don't. So that's the way of getting your magnesium in your body, so that then your body can actually utilise the other minerals more effectively, like the calcium and stuff. So it's really important to get the zinc in, because once you're depleted, without something like that, it's like a downward spiral. Your health is never going to be, up to scratch until you've got your magnesium. It's really important. It's one of the hardest minerals to get. Once you're depleted, it's like downhill. You've got to. So this is the integral, really, really important Zechstein mineral, magnesium. Okay, so that's that one. Then can't emphasise enough. Also, I've got the black sesame seeds that I was mentioning about. I've only just had half a bag, but I can tell straight away this is some really, really good stuff. Right, the mineral profile of black sesame seeds, like 100 grams of black sesame seeds, gives you all of your day's calcium, all of your day's iron. I think it's got twice as much copper as you need in there. It's just packed with stuff. It's so packed with stuff. So what I do with it is I just get some raw sugar, some like jaggery, and put about 15 or 20 grams of that in a pan, and like melt it, and then put some sesame seeds, about 50 or 60 grams of sesame seeds on top of that, and just stir it around, heat it through, and then just put it out on a plate with a little bit of butter on it to stop it sticking, and just push it all down into like a little round disc. And then I'll just eat that, maybe with, like this morning I had some Ayuna bark cooked up with milk and water, and I had that with the sesame seed thing, and maybe a kiwi. Kiwis are also really good in combination with the sesame seeds. You're getting vitamin E. Hardly any fruit's got vitamin E. I mean, avocados. It's really hard to find fruit that's got vitamin E. And it's also got lots of digestive enzymes and like vitamin C. It's a good source of vitamin C, and again, lots of minerals. It's a really good source of minerals. So another thing is seaweed. I've been getting this seaweed. I was getting some other seaweed, like this more natural, because this has got flavour enhancers and that. But this is just really tasty, and it does the job. It's really digestible. It's much easier to eat than the natural stuff, and I much prefer this, to eat. I don't mind if it's got a few flavour enhancers in it. Probably don't do me much good, but I get more benefit from the fact that of the iodine in there than it causes me problems. And the natural stuff, I tend to not eat it. So to me, I like to get some of this now and again, just to make sure I'm getting plenty of iodine. Okay, what else? Oh, well, there's a couple of other things like I've just got some cucumber. That's a good source of silica, which is also important for this calcium stuff. And and asparagus. Asparagus is also got some really, really important stuff in there that's just really, really good. Um, as well as like lots of spices. I've been getting into spices, adding spices to my food like nutmeg and cinnamon, cloves, vanilla. The point I'm trying to make is that for not very much money and a little bit of research, you can really transform your mineral profile so that you're getting it, and it can make a real lot of difference to how you feel. You know, because if you're trying to do this work and you just don't feel very good, you're not really going to get much work done. And of course, I've also mentioned about the herbs. What was it? The rhodiola, um, gynostema, reishi mushroom, and ashwagandha. But there's a couple more that's worth bearing in mind. He shall wu to strengthen your sort of like long-term energy, your sort of reserve energy, right? That's a really good one because it can help with your grey hair and stuff, and just generally improve your overall energy and well-being and your sleep and stuff like that. And the other one is cordyceps mushroom, which is more to do with like instant energy. It just boosts your energy that you've got, you know, for the moment rather than long term. Um, and I really like both of those. You know, I really like cordyceps, but I would have more of it. But it's a bit expensive, and you tend to want to use quite a lot of it. But it's really, really useful. Both of those herbs, he shall wu and cordyceps. And then you know, after that, you know, you can get into things like goji. But yeah, I've just covered there. And if you get some like a tin of sardines with tomato juice, you're basically covering everything. You know, everything you really need is more or less covered. Then I've just covered it. You know, that's what you need to eat and consume to be really healthy and get all your minerals that you need. Otherwise, you need to start using more supplements like that thing I mentioned before. But I just wanted to go over that because it's crucial getting all your proper nutrients. So you've got to cover all the bases so that you're getting all your stuff, and that's one of the simplest, most effective ways of doing it. What I just described.